Welcome to Make It Take It. I'm DC, back at it again. I'm having a mediocre week. 2-2 yesterday where we had the total in the SMU that came out and the AB, which was San Francisco, I ended up taking on my channel in the comments. I lost with Yale and Cornell, and I've really been doing better with totals so far this year. So I have a couple totals I'm going to give you towards the end of this video. First, like my video, IUPUI ended up going over that 190 yesterday, which is crazy. I know we were talking about it in the comments over at Scoreboard Don't Lie, so I hope you took it and you found it and everything went well. Hope everybody's day is going good. Thanks for clicking on the video. One thing I was thinking, I've been betting for a long time. If you can't take losses, then you can't take wins. Sometimes I think, I'm having a mediocre week and it's back and forth. I had a great week last week, but that's how it goes. It's a long run game and you gotta hang in there. Things will right. I also suggest using multiple sports books just to shop around for the best line and best price. I use 7 different apps at any given time. And you would be surprised at the big differences. Sometimes I could get a total of 160 on DraftKings, but then on Borgata, it might be 158. You get 2 extra points. So I look at Hard Rock, I look at MGM, Borgata, FanDuel. I go through those, especially when I'm doing teasers in the NFL. Because if you go in there and plug the numbers in on an alternative parlay, it might be a difference between minus 135 and on a different book, it might be plus 115. And you might catch an extra half a point. That's my suggestion. That's what I do, and that's what keeps you ahead of the curve, really, in my opinion, because it's a long-run game. Again, over the long run, those add up. The extra points help. Today, 3 plays in basketball, college basketball, and I'm looking at my NFL, getting that ready, because NFL is whatever this record says right here. I forget offhand, but it's going to say it in the graphic. I told you I'm going with a couple totals because I've been feeling totals lately, and it's going to be William and Mary at Bowling Green. We have this total at 165. Bowling Green is 91st in pace of play this year. William and Mary is 8th in pace of play. Both push up tempo and both give up points. Going over 165 in that one. And then we have Maine at Merrimack, a Northeastern Conference matchup, where we see the opposite. These are 2 teams that are usually lined pretty low. Now, Merrimack has been going over that number quite a bit lately this year, but when they've played similar competition to Maine, and I'm looking at Mount St. Mary's, neither team got out of the 50s. So I'm looking at a similar game here. We're going to go under 130 on that one. Again, check around on your books because I see this at 128.5. I see it at 129.5. I got 130, booked it. Last on sides, the only side that I like tonight is Bradley over UMass Lowell. I've talked about UMass Lowell a couple times this year. I went against them because they have all new faces. They've been an emerging program that I've won with a lot in the last 3 years. But this year is a completely different game. They're going into a Missouri Valley home of Bradley, and I say Missouri Valley gets over that 20 points. We look at last night, I took San Francisco, and this is a difference when you shop around for books. San Francisco, I laid at 19.5. They won by 20, but by game time, it was down to 16.5. So those lines move fast, they change, and they're different on different books. Good luck to everybody tonight. I hope you got something out of my video. If you did, let me know in the comments or what you're taking. You got the big matchup, UConn, Arizona tonight. I usually stick with mid-majors. But, I gave you my side last night. I liked Duke in the big game. Tonight, I would lean Arizona on this, and that's where I'm at. Thank you for watching. Good luck today.